Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Tuesday. It is the 7th day of March 2023. I'm actually in the DMV right now. I had to come up here for my business. I forgot about that. I forgot to mention that before, but I had to fly up here last night for business, for a meeting. Next couple of days, I'm going to be in the DMV area, staying in my old stomping grounds in Northern Virginia. So here I am. But tonight, the Knicks play Charlotte. Now, what's the problem with Charlotte? In every game coming down the stretch here is important, as I mentioned, but for different reasons. This game right here against Charlotte, it's not the competition. This is the league, for sure, and everybody could play, okay? But they're missing LaMelo Ball. They've never really had a five. They're still looking for a really legit five, actually. And so they have Scary Terry, Oubre, couple guys, but not enough to really be a threat to anybody really right now. They're really in the Victor Wambanya sweepstakes and the Scoot Henderson sweepstakes. This is Charlotte. That's where they're at right now. So, yeah, that's their situation. So the problem with a game like this is you don't want injuries. Now, Tibbs is not going to play his backups today unless, they're winning by 35, whatever. But you don't want injuries. This is the game you want to avoid injuries. This really should be a glorified practice for the Knicks. Okay? They should really this should be a game when I'm thinking Tibbs is going to do this. They're going to focus on execution, running their plays properly, getting their defensive sets properly, and that's what they need to be focused on. You don't want anybody getting hurt today, okay? Namely, guys like a Mitchell Robinson and R.J. Barrett, or Jalen Brunson, who I think Jalen Brunson is a good chance he sits today, which he should, and let Quick play another game. Want to make sure he's healthy. They got to go on the road after this, which is not as big a deal as it would be for the teams as I mentioned, but Sacramento is really good this year. They're really good. So, and Keegan Murray is the real deal as a rookie. So really, they want to be ready for that game. And I'd like Jalen Brunson to be full strength for that game. So I think they should, and I believe they might sit Brunson tonight and then let IQ run it again. There's no problem with that. Obviously, we won't miss any beats right there. This also gives guys like a Deuce McBride getting into his rhythm. His minutes have been up and down, and that's why he has not been performing the way he could or what he was on the verge of before they got Josh Hart. But it is what it is. But you're going to see him if Jalen Brunson sits. Hart continues to get acclimated with the Knicks. He's still new to the Knicks. And so, all of that, this is the type of game where you really just want to sharpen yourself up. Get ready for the Sacramento game. Not looking past Charlotte. You got to play them. You got to still beat them. But you just focus on your execution today. Just focus on the execution and focus on, your defensive execution, offensive execution. And hopefully, if the Knicks are winning handily, Tibbs will spend at least, a quarter, hopefully more, playing his backups. Now I would like to see some Trevor Kill, some Deuce McBride. You want to see these guys let Quentin Grimes play extended minutes to get his shot going, things like that. Because Quentin Grimes tonight, it's not like guarding Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, or Jimmy Butler. He doesn't have to guard these guys tonight. He's going to guard Washington. Washington's going to just come back from injury, and he's going to go off, but he doesn't play in defense. So it's going to be a good night for Quentin to get sharp today, and that's what they really want to do. You want to get sharp today. It's amazing that I can talk about the Knicks in this context. I mean, in the context of, the team that they're playing is really not in their class. And that's really good. This has been a long time since we've been able to say that about the Knicks. There's been times, a lot of us wanted to say that, and we'd get disappointed because they get beat by teams that we thought they should win. I mean, I learned this the hard way. It's the league, so you can't take nobody lightly. But at this point, the Knicks are right now being the juggernaut that they are, having won 9 straight games. being the way they're playing right now is on a very high level. All 8 cylinders are flowing. So they really are a top-notch team right now. But they have to handle their business, but they don't want anybody to get hurt today. So this is the type of game. I remember, I think it was back in the day, the Sacramento Kings played in this place. I don't know exactly where it was, but it was called the KC Omaha Kings. And so I think it was someplace between Nebraska and Kansas that they played. And I think it was a meaningless game, and Bernard King was trying to chase down a guy on a fast break in a meaningless game when he wrecked his knee. You see, it's games like this, where you don't, that's what I'm saying. What I don't like about a game like this. So the key thing here is, again, just to execute. Don't go beyond yourself. Be sharp, be crisp, on offense and defense. And then, if we could get the control of this game early and dominate the game early, then you can put in your second unit guys. Then you might see a Fournier, get some minutes in a game like this. Keels, Fournier, guys like that. That's what I'd like to see tonight, because I don't want Mitchell Robinson. I'd like to see Jericho Sims get extended time tonight, because you don't want to see Mitchell Robinson get hurt in a game like this. It's just not worth it's not worth where the Knicks are right now. So, and a lot of teams are dealing with injuries. The top tier teams. Last night, Boston lost again, and they lost in overtime to Cleveland. And they were playing without Jason Tatum, without Robert Williams III, without Al Horford, okay? And I realized, that game went to overtime, and Cleveland had their full arsenal. And the Celtics was without, really, you're talking about the Jason Tatum. You can't replace that guy. Jason Tatum, Al Horford, they're missing key guys. And then Robert Williams III. If you're missing Robert Williams III, you can kind of, work around that with Al Horford, but he's missing too. So they still went into overtime, and almost double overtime. So, and Cleveland is really dependent on Donovan Mitchell. If he doesn't go off, they don't, they have don't get me wrong, Evan Mobley is going to be a superstar. Evan Mobley is that guy, okay? He really is. I thought he was at USC, and he is. He's only 21. So give him another year, 2 years, it's over, man. This guy's going to be the deal. And so with him, they got Jarrett Allen. They got a nice team, but they are, up and coming. Okay, they're up and coming. Like Memphis. And speaking of Memphis, what I'm saying about Cleveland before I go on to Memphis is the Knicks could beat them in 7 games. The Knicks could beat that team in 7 games. They really could. I don't care if it's 4th seed or 5th seed. The Knicks, Cleveland, the Knicks can beat that team. Okay? I believe, I know people want to think I tripped, but I believed this before, but I'm telling you now, I think the Knicks are a better team at this stage. Evan Mobley is he's like that, what do you say, like the cheetah that ain't got his spots yet, or didn't lose his spots yet, the young cheetah. He's going to be a monster but he's still young, see? And, they got, again, Jarrett Allen, Garland. These guys can play ball, no doubt. But I think the Knicks could beat them. The Knicks match up very well against Cleveland. Very, very well. Speaking of Memphis, they're not only missing Java Morant, they're missing Dylan Brooks, who was suspended. They're missing a couple. They're missing their center. I forgot who it was, Valentine. They're missing their center. They're missing some key guys also. See, at this time of the year, LeBron is out. At this time of the year, a lot of teams are experiencing fatigue as well as injuries. And sometimes they're related. And if you notice, the Knicks are not. Now, one of the things, if you notice about the Boston game Sunday, the Knicks were in better physical condition than the Celtics. The Celtics were more tired than the Knicks. That's why Tom Thibodeau whips his guys so strong. Once you get past the wall and you get in that second win and you're a professional athlete, you strong. You don't see Julius. Julius is the one, and RJ, none of them tiring out right now. They go through a little lull, and I told y'all, in the middle of the season, every team does, go through a little lull. But once they break through that, when they pros, when they vets, they're good. It used to be everybody played 82 games, but now it's not the case anymore. But still, the best conditioned players play the best ball down the stretch. And Tibbs has them in the best condition. These guys been working out hard. So the Knicks are in very good shape right now. So like I said, a lot of top teams are suffering a lot of injuries right now. So, and look, for the Kings, De'Aaron Fox was out. I'm not sure if it's a knee or a wrist or something, but see what I'm saying? It's that time of year. So the strong survive, okay? That's Mobb Deep. The strong survive, and the strong play the best ball down the stretch, and the Knicks are among them. That's why tonight's game is not a trap game in the sense that I don't think we could lose to them tonight, but I don't want anybody to get hurt. That's the key thing here. Be sharp, execute. Don't go beyond yourself. Stay within yourself, and win the basketball game. And like I said, let's get the second unit in there. Let's get Sims some time. Let's get Deuce some time. Let's get Fournier some time. Let's get Grimes some shots, and I think we'll be all right. IQ should go off. Scary Terry's a really good defender. He's gonna give IQ a test, but IQ's playing at an all-star level right now. He really is. He's that type of dude. So I think we're gonna be all right. Anyway, let's enjoy the game. I think it's at 7 o'clock, 7:30, something like that. We'll catch it, and then we'll talk about it. But anyway, enjoy the game. Enjoy your day. Be safe out there. Shalom.